This is the absolute bare minimum any man should be doing if you want to be different and you want to have a successful life. If anything in this video triggers you or makes you emotional in any sort of way, it's because you know deep down you should be implementing it. So, to the first thing, work ethic. If you're a guy that works a normal job, a 40-hour week is not hard work. I don't care what you do, 40 hours a week is not a lot of time when your week is made up of 168 hours. As a young man that wants success in the future, that wants to retire early, that wants to provide for his family later down the line, you need to be putting the work in now so later life is better for you. Bare minimum, you should be working anywhere from 65 to 70 hours a week. Then you can give yourself a pat on the back and say you've done some hard work. So how do you go about doing this? If you work a normal 9 to 5, you pick up overtime. If they don't offer overtime, you get another job on the side, whether that's dropping off food of an evening. I worked on a farm at weekends. Any kind of job, the more hours you pick up, the more money you're going to make, the better your future's going to be. Maybe you're working on a side hustle. You've got a business. You do 9 to 5 in work, 5 to 9 after work, you're working on your business. And this doesn't mean you can skip working out either. You need to get at least 3 workout sessions in a week. This leads on to being physically fit and able. As a man, you should not be overweight. You should not be super skinny, which I was years ago. You need to look like a man. You need to be in shape. You need to have muscles, some sort of frame to you. You don't want to be that guy that's built like the bloke down the pub that's got the absolute massive pot belly. No one aspires to be like that guy. And on the other end, you don't want to be super skinny and have a body like a newborn baby. That's not what you want as a man. It's not masculine, and women do not find it attractive. Which links with the next thing as well. You should be able to physically defend yourself. This is something that I'm working on. I've had an ego for a long time, thinking because I'm tall and big, I can defend myself. Well, in matter of fact, some little 5-foot bloke that does boxing could probably fill me in. Hence why, as of in 3 days' time, flying to Thailand, and I'm learning to box. And I'll come back to the UK and I'll be carrying it on. So yes, the advice I give, I do listen to it and take it myself. You don't want to be overweight. You don't want to be scrawny. You don't want to be able to not defend yourself. You need to be making money and working long hours. One of the most important things, and I'd probably put it like the number 1 spot in terms of what you should get right first, is your mindset. As a successful guy that's wanting to go far in life, finances, be free, be able to do what you want when you want, you need to absolutely obsess over your goals and your future life, and you need to genuinely believe that life you're thinking of in your head, you are going to get there. If someone comes to me and asks me what I want out of my future life, and I tell them, and they go, do you genuinely believe that? I do, and I see myself living that life every single day in my head. So with having the strong mindset, being absolutely obsessed over your goals, as a man, you cannot let things get in the way of you achieving these goals. Whether it's distractions such as drugs, alcohol, gambling, maybe it's the relationship you're in, maybe it's women, maybe it's family that are getting in the way, it's friends that are getting in the way, the environment you're in. You need to get rid of any of these things that are stopping you from getting towards your goals. And the best way to do that is to emotionally detach. I've done a YouTube video on this before. It's worth watching, and it's an absolute powerhouse of a skill to have. So you're obsessing over your goals, you're disconnecting from anything or anyone that's getting in the way of those goals. You need to also be taking action along with manifesting the goals. If you take actions towards a goal and there's no dream or vision there, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just drifting in the wind doing things. If you just have the dream, the manifestation in your head of the life and goals you want, you don't take actions, it's just a thought in your head. You need to combine the both, work your ass off, and genuinely believe that you're going to get there. And if you put the reps in, just like the gym, if you spam bicep curls in the gym, eventually you're going to have biceps. If you work hard in life and you can see yourself getting there, you're going to get there. It's that easy. Your thoughts become the reality and the life you live. And if you want to learn about manifestation, action taking, my last video is actually based on this. If you think of guys like Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, Adolf Hitler, yes, they might not be good people, but just imagine being inside of their brains. Although some of them had not the best actions they wanted to do with the world and the way they wanted to change it. But these people had in their head the life and the world they wanted around them. They thought of it so hard and took hundreds and hundreds and thousands reps of action, and some of them changed the world. That's how powerful having a manifestation, a dream is, and putting the absolute 100% of effort in to get there. Anything is capable. But if you don't believe you can get there and you're having self-doubt, you've got no self-belief, you don't have any chance. I'm not saying admire them people I've just mentioned, by the way. Just take the positives from it and learn from the mindset they had and do good with that in the world. And as a man, you constantly want to be learning new skills, whether that's going from the warehouse job you're in now and picking up a trade skill, maybe getting into sales, you've learned a new skill. Maybe you're just currently lifting weights in the gym like I am. You might want to get into a combat sport and learn a new skill. You want to be constantly developing these things, getting into new environments, networking and meeting new people. When you better yourself and you surround yourself with people that are doing better than you, that have got skills that you don't have, one, you're going to learn the skills. Two, you might bump into someone in the network that could change your life, or you could potentially change their life. If you can combine all the traits there, or maybe add the ones into your life that you're not currently doing, I can guarantee you will become a better person. You know what you need to do now. End this video, implement these things in your life. If you're trying to get out of a bad environment, you want to network with guys that are doing the same, that are self-improving in their life, mindset, financial success, getting in shape, fitness. There's a Discord below, absolutely free. I've recently put it up. There's a few guys in there. Get involved, say hello, meet some new friends.